His energy level, his fight, his wanting to win, no matter what it is. Like somebody with those qualities, I want fighting for me. I want him in my corner, no matter what the fight is. When we're fighting for America, I want him in my corner.
I wish I was in that corner. I was in a corner with a guy who could fight like him.
Bill Maher actually makes a surprisingly positive statement about Donald J. Trump, something you did not think would ever happen, because this man flip-flops on whether or not conservatives are crazy or liberals are crazy on the dime. Well, to be honest, there are crazies on both sides, to give him some sort of leeway there, because that is true. But it's so funny seeing him, like, he's been so adamantly opposed to Trump for years, hating his guts, bringing on guests that like absolutely love him, like Kid Rock, you'll see in this video, and he makes a surprising statement. But before we get into that, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to RTM News, because it ensures to YouTube that you're enjoying these videos, and in turn they will continually show up in your feed and they'll push it out to more people. I'm Titus. Let's get into this video.
His energy level, his fight, his wanting to win, no matter what it is. Like somebody with those qualities, I want fighting for me. I want him in my corner, no matter what the fight is. When we're fighting for America, I want him in my corner.
I wish I was in that corner. I was in a corner with a guy who could fight like him.
I wish I was in that corner. Let me correct myself. In the corner with someone who could fight like him. That's crazy coming from Bill Maher. He agrees.
I agree. There's nobody better. But at like getting what he wants.
Did you repeat that?
No, nobody better at getting what he wants.
And that's a bar. Nobody better at getting what he wants. And what he wants is to make America great again. What he wants to do is secure a border and make our economy thrive again. Make us feel safe. Make us thrive. Like, this is something that Donald Trump wants to do. And you said there's nobody better at getting that done. And obviously he won. And I think the American people think that as well, clearly. But what are we mad about? And here's the thing, Bill Maher, he like, the reasons why he doesn't like Trump are so stupid that I've heard. Maybe I haven't like gone into a deep dive on Bill Maher's hatred towards Trump, but every single time it's about something like, Democrats concede elections, he didn't concede elections, he committed all these crimes, like saying that the election was stolen. That's not a crime, bro. He brought the cases to the court that, regardless of whether they got thrown out or not, Trump claims they were never even looked at. They just kind of dismissed them because of woke people that are involved in the justice system. But even outside of that, it's like, that's not a crime, bro. It's not a crime to say something was stolen and then to try and make sure that you rectify that wrong. And that from what I can recall in this moment right now, those are like the main reasons for why he doesn't like him. It can't be because he thinks he's an a-hole, because Bill Maher is an a-hole. And it's like, here's the thing. Like, in a funny way, like that's his whole thing. His shtick is like being a dick and being funny with it. And Trump is also a funny dick. Like, he's not actually a mean person. I don't think Bill Maher's actually a mean person. But it's content, it's humor, and not everybody can handle everyone's type of humor. But to vilify people based off that humor, and that's a problem. And then to sit there and be like, oh well, he's in the highest office in the land, he should be held to higher standards. It's like, in a sense, yes, but I don't want fake people, because I know that if you were in that position, you would put on this political correct facade that isn't true to who you are. I'd rather have someone who's authentic and real, and what you see is what you get when they're in that position of power. So that's why I like Trump. I don't know the guy personally. I don't love him. I don't know him, but I think what he's done for a country in the past was good, and I think what he wants to do now is good. And so, yeah, as he says some things that maybe I wouldn't agree with in the way he says it, who he's talking about, is it rude? Maybe, I don't know. Like, I mean, yes, some of it is, but it's just also like, man, look at the way that he has been characterized and vilified over the last 8 years. Like, he was not as bad as they were trying to portray. And so a person like him is going to fight back and go 110% back at you. So I understand the irritants by some people, I guess, by his communication style, but I also understand him being like, nah, I'm not gonna let you treat me like that or talk to me like that or whatever. So anyways, very surprising to see Bill Maher said this.
No, you said nobody better.
Nobody better at getting what he wants. I have issues with the means, which is crucial to that point. You can't get what you want just by any means. Like, we want Greenland, we're just going to take it. No, it doesn't work that way. But well, that's what he says, and that's part of his negotiations. That's part of the genius when he goes in and he says, like, hey, don't do this or I'll blow you fucking up. And they're like, well, you're gonna do what? And he's like, I'm gonna blow you the fuck up. And people are like, even if they believe him 5%, and it keeps him from starting a war somewhere, that's the fucking guy I want. I get it.
He's that good.
All right.
It's true though. And that's what people aren't understanding. Like, Trump's not, half the stuff he's not, these threats that he's I don't know if they're empty threats. Maybe he'll actually do it if he doesn't get what he wants, but like what he presents to these countries or to anyone who's trying to strike a deal with it's like ultimatum almost. Like, you do this, and if you don't, we're going to do this. Even if it harms us temporarily, I know it's going to harm you in the long run. And since you're screwing us over, we are going to prioritize ourselves. Okay, we're not doing that. And I mean, I think that's kind of what he's trying to do with the tariff things. It's like, okay, some of these countries, they'll do worse off than us from us doing those tariffs. And yes, of course, it's going to affect our country, immediately. But in the long run, it'll be good for us. As far as I'm not like an economist, I'm not crazy knowledgeable on all this stuff. From how it's been explained to me, I think it's a good play. So that's what you need. You need a strong leader who's willing to make the hard decisions that are going to ultimately be beneficial to us in the long run. And I think that's something that Trump's going to do. And like you said, and he might not even do these things. It's just like a threat. And it makes them think like, oh, like even if 5% of them thinks like he might do this, let's not do the thing that's going to cause hardship on us. And I think that's what Trump is trying to do. And I think that's a good strategic move as well. So. And Bill Maher can't even really deny. He's like, oh, yeah, we can go. But we have another clip from this interview. And it's fun watching Kid Rock on Bill Maher because he's always just busting his balls and always just like being super raw. And Bill can't really go around it because Kid Rock calls out all types of BS. And it's great. So let's get into this video.
Was everyone a hit record? Was everyone a hit record? No. But, does every one of my jokes land? No. You lose a few. And it's just a better story, and it would make me breathe a lot easier, because I'm not sure that this crowd is ever going to give. I don't know if we'll ever see a Democrat president again, because I just don't think.
Hopefully not.
They are of a mind that can happen without it ruining the country. So they convince themselves they have to do it. They don't want to do it. They just have to do it because otherwise a Democrat.
That's what you see monkey do too.
Meaning,
I mean, somebody starts something and like you see the talking points come out, like the comms in the White House or this, that, and the other. It's like everyone gets on the same talking point. They use them a lot in the news now. Everyone's talking about this. They're saying this. They're saying, the end of what is the big one now? It's constitutional something.
Yeah, the reason why the Democrats have a hard time prosecuting this case and making Americans care as much as they should have is because there is a version, a slighter, less damaging, less threatening to the Constitution version of all of it that the Democrats do. Everything is a slippery slope. Trump's a king. Yeah, they all try to act like kings to a degree. These people just take it to a different degree. And also, the Democrats draw the line at when they lose an election, they just quit. They quit quick. I mean, Kamala Harris was in the Bahamas on Thursday. I mean, they just okay, we lost, get out of town. See you, we'll try again.
Not true. That's literally not true. They don't quit. As a matter of fact, as soon as Trump got in office first time, it was all this, he's not my president, he's the worst thing. Oh my, the world is going to end, fire and brimstone. And then Hillary Clinton did not. She conceded and then retracted her concession when she said that you can do all the right things, you can be the best nominee, and then you can still have the presidency stolen from you. She said that. She claimed on multiple cases that it was rigged and that it was stolen in Russian collusion, which was proven to be wrong. So no, you can't, just because you concede in the moment of losing and then retract that in the future, that means that you did not concede. But this is Bill Maher's favorite talking point. That's just so easily proven to be wrong. They don't do that. So, Bill.
Again next year, no big deal. Whereas
will you pardon your son? No.
Well, that's, again, you have not an untrue point. That was a horrible hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't have anything to do with he doesn't concede election.
He loves talking about election conceding, man. It's his favorite. That's his favorite thing to talk about. And it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. America knows the truth, right? America, I mean, from what we're told, what we can see with our eyes. And we saw the lawfare used against him. We saw the vilification. It was amplified to a degree that even people that hated Trump because of mainstream media brainwashing, they were able to even see that this is insane. Okay, well, hold on. Why are we trying to imprison him? I just didn't like the guy. I thought he might have been a racist, sexist. I thought he might be one of those things, but he doesn't need to go to prison. What are you talking about? Now he's a criminal? coming against a former president, you can do that to him. Who else would you could? What are you gonna do to us? You know, if you don't like what we say or what we do or what we stand for, and you know that and many other reasons is why Trump is now currently in office. And this whole conceding thing, Bill, you gotta give it up. Bill, you gotta give it up. You gotta give it up. It's just a flawed talking point, and it's just there's no point. So, anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to comment down your thoughts below. I want to know what you guys are thinking on this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.